Hello everyone, my name is Adam and welcome to the Collector's Table. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun and go over all my statues that I have on pre-order so far. So the first statue we're going to go over is the XM Studios Samurai Scarecrow statue. I really like this statue because it's got a lot of colors going throughout. It's got some dark colors, but it's also got some vibrant colors that really make it pop. So this statue is going to come with two different portraits. The first portrait is going to have the samurai look to it. It's going to have like that burlap sack over his face with the holes cut out. His teeth look very terrifying. It's got the samurai taller hat. I don't know what you call that, but I really like the way it looks. The second portrait is going to be, it's made out of straw. It looks like it's made out of straw. And then it's almost like the fear toxin already got into your system. And when you look at Scarecrow, this is probably what you would see. Something straight out of like your nightmares. So I really like that. So it's going to come with two switch outs for his hands as well. So the right hand is going to have a switch out for his sickle. And then the left hand is going to have a switch out with the skull that he's holding out with the fear toxin coming out of the eyes, which I think also looks pretty cool. So we'll see. I'm pretty excited about this piece only because I don't have any other Samurai Batman statues in my collection. This is going to be my first one. I'm probably going to pair this up with the Riddler Samurai that they got coming out later on. Not sure if I'm going to get that yet. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I'll probably know for sure once I get the Scarecrow in hand and I actually see it in person. That'll probably determine whether I'm going to get that Riddler or not. Okay, so next up we have Venom Arise, the quarter scale statue from XM Studios. So I plan on pairing this statue with a custom Null statue that I got coming in. I want to put them all in kind of one display with Carnage, Venom, Null, and other symbiotes around it. So hopefully I can put that display together and it'll look pretty good. I'm not really sure how it's going to come out yet until it's all put into place. I'll probably end up keeping one Venom instead of the Sideshow Venom. I might just keep the XM Studios Venom. But it just all depends on when it gets here and which Venom I like more. So this one's going to have three different portraits. It's going to have the raging out portrait with the green slime around his tongue. That one I probably like the most. You also have the McFarlane looking portrait. That one, unfortunately, I probably like that one the least. And then you have the transformation portrait, which I really like that. It's in the middle of him transforming into Venom, and I think it looks super cool. So if you decide that you want to order this particular statue yourself, just make sure that you got enough space in your collection. I know that this statue, I think it measures right around 33 inches, so you're going to need a decent amount of room for it. It's also showing that it's still available on Spec Fiction's website. And it's supposed to ship right around Q3 of 2023. Moving over to Tweeterhead, we have basically two of the same statue. I got the Joker maquette by Tweeterhead coming in, and I have two of those, which is the 6 scale and the quarter scale. So the 6 scale is what we're actually going to use for our giveaway. So the 6 scale version is actually going to be the deluxe. So it's going to come with two different portraits and two different swap outs for the hand. As far as the hands, it'll have one swap out will have the blade in his hand, and the other swap out will have the Joker card in his hand. So a couple different display options there, and it is the giveaway prize. So in order to win the giveaway prize, all you need to do is make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave a comment in the comment section below. And I'm going to pick a random comment from this video or any one of the videos I promoted the giveaway on, and that particular winner will win that statue. So keep in mind, we're going to be giving that statue away at 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you got your notifications turned on. I think that piece is actually almost sold out. It's low stock on Sideshow's website. So if you don't have a chance to actually buy it, you got a chance to win it. One thing I also forgot to mention is that particular piece is going to probably be here anytime this month. It's actually due sometime this month. So once it's actually here, I'm going to do a review here on the collector's table so that way everyone can see it. As far as the quarter scale version, that one should be releasing right around April 2023 to June 2023. So we got a little bit of time for that one, but the 6 scale version should give us a really good idea of how the larger version should look. So the next 7 statues are actually Prime 1 Studios statues, and I never realized how much I love Prime 1 Studios just because their work always comes out so amazing. So first up from Prime 1 Studios, we have the Guts Berserker Armor, the Rage Edition. I have the Deluxe, so that one will come, the regular will come with 2 swappable heads. It'll have the one with eyes glowing, and then the one with just his face behind the mask, and you can kind of see it. And then the Deluxe version will have an extra portrait. It's kind of like a skull-looking portrait, and the Cherokee Astro form that's going to be on top of his shoulder. And that's what makes it the Deluxe. I really love the way this thing looks. I mean, it's so gory, so bloody, and you could just tell that the whole scene kind of tells a story of how badass he is and how he just destroyed and killed everything around him when he gets into this rage form. It should be shipping anytime this month and should be hitting the collector's table very, very soon. If you decide that you want to order it yourself, I ordered it off of Sideshow's website instead of directly through Prime 1 Studio. That way I could save a little bit on shipping. And also, I think the collector's editions got low stock. If you decide that you want to buy the collector's edition, which is the kind of the starter's edition, and then the Deluxe seems to still be in stock. So get this statue because it's just awesome looking. Okay, next up we have the Night King, the Ultimate version. So it comes in 2 different versions. It comes with just the Night King himself on the docks there, just like in the Game of Thrones show where he rose all the undead to attack Jon Snow and all of his companions that were with him. Such an iconic scene. I thought it was a really, really cool looking scene. And I want to pair it up with my Jon Snow statue that I have back here. I think the set's going to look awesome together. So I went ahead and pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. The other edition is just the Night King himself. So if you decide that you want to do that, you can. Both editions have very, very low ESs. One I think is 100 and the other one I think is 200. 200 being the Ultimate Edition. So that one's going to be hitting the collector's table, I think, sometime before the end of the year, hopefully. If not, it'll probably be the beginning of next year. So stay tuned for that. All right, so next up on the list, we have the Ahab Predator from Prime 1 Studios. This thing looks amazing. It's got 8 swappable parts. So you got a bunch of swap outs that you can have with the statue. Now, the exclusive is a little weird. I think it's just a mask without the teeth on the mask. And then you have another mask that's the same thing with the teeth. So didn't really understand that too much, but whatever. It's got a couple of other swappable parts that I really like. So I pre-ordered that one. Speaking of Predators, I actually came really close to ordering the Jungle Hunter Predator from Prime 1 Studios, the 3rd scale version. I don't know. Everyone has been talking about this thing, and it's got a lot of hype going around it. I mean, the pictures look amazing. The details look amazing in that one, too. I didn't pull the trigger on that one just because it was quite a bit of money for just one statue. And I'm more of the quarter scale collector. So I went the Ahab route just because I think that's the next best thing in my personal opinion for me. So next up we have the Rogue Alien by Prime 1 Studios. So when I first saw this statue, I was like, I gotta have it. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. The dimensions, just so you know the dimensions on this piece, it's 26 inches high, not bad, 38 inches wide, okay? And 27.5 basically inches in depth. And it's about 90 pounds or 89 pounds. It's a freaking huge statue, but it's awesome. And I'm probably going to end up getting it. I already have it on pre-order. I only kind of hesitate about this statue only because of its sheer size. It's really hard to display. I don't know if it's even going to fit on my displays back here. I'm pretty sure that these are 24 inches in depth and that one's 27. So I would have to figure out a different way to actually display that piece. I was thinking about getting the companion piece to go to make up the whole diorama. Still on the fence about that one. I'm more than likely going to get the Rogue for sure. I already have that on pre-order, but I'm not too sure about the Queen side of it just because altogether that piece would just be so ginormous to display. And I'm not quite sure how I would do that. Now this one has a pretty low edition size as well. It's got an edition size of 200 and it should be coming out or shipping sometime this year or in the very beginning of next year. So really looking forward to this alien statue. It's going to be my first alien statue. I'm a big fan of aliens and predators, and I'm looking forward to getting it. All right, so next up we have Ghost of Tsushima. Not really sure if I say that right. I always feel like I say that wrong, but we have Jin Sakai from Prime 1 Studios, which is from the video game Ghost of Tsushima. And I think this statue is a beautiful statue. I mean, I think it's just a beautiful piece of art. I mean, you got all the leaves falling around it. You have the fox that helps you in the game follow to certain areas so you can find the shrines. And I just think it's an awesome looking statue. I have the DX version. So that means that that will come with two portraits. You got the one with the mask actually on, and then the DX version is going to have the mask off with him staring at his mask. And that's supposed to symbolize like the battles that he's having with himself about actually fighting the Mongols, which is in the game, and fighting the Mongols in an unorthodox way that samurai don't typically fight. They're using a lot of stealth in the game, and that's not really the way of the samurai. So really cool concept. The game is an awesome game. I'm actually still playing it right now, and I can't wait to unbox this. This statue is actually here already in my man cave. I just haven't had a chance to unbox it. I've just been busy with work and family and with life. So that one is going to actually be my next video that's going to be coming out, so stay tuned for that. All right, so next up we have Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 3. I think this statue looks amazing, and I'm really a sucker if you haven't seen the trend of my statues. I guess I like gory statues. I didn't really think I had a thing for gory statues, but all my statues seem to have some gore to it, so this one's no different. This one has a zombie at the base of it that's actually trying to reach up and grab Jill as she's running through a scene in the game. And it's cool because you got a light up feature, it looks like, with the lamp post that's near the zombie. And you also get a zombie dog if you decide that you want to get the DX version, which I did get. This statue actually comes together as one big diorama, kind of like the alien statue. And I think it's going to look badass when it's all put together. I did order the Nemesis to go along with that statue as well. The only thing that I have about these two statues is space. It's always the fight that we fight every day as collectors, or the battle that we have as collectors. So I don't know if this one is going to necessarily stay on the pre-list. This one's probably at the bottom of the pre-list as far as what I'm going to keep. More than likely I might keep it though, just to do a review on the channel, and I might find a spot for it. I have a big enough room that I should be able to fit it, but still a little bit on the fence about this statue. I do think the statue looks freaking awesome, and I think the detail that they put in her skin and her face, and I mean, it's just amazing. As far as Nemesis, his size is huge. I think his actual statue, and I could be wrong, I think it's close to like 3 feet tall. So just to give you an idea, that's 3 feet. I mean, 3 feet for a quarter scale statue. So Again, I'll find a spot for him just because I think he's so cool. But definitely a space hog. The DX version is going to come with the rocket launcher, and you'll have a swappable hand part with the tentacle that comes out of it. And the whole, you could put the whole diorama together, and it's just Nemesis chasing Jill, what seems to be through like an alleyway or something, just like in the game. He basically chases you through the game the whole time. I haven't beaten the game, so I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure he just chases her pretty much the whole game. So now we're going to start getting into my custom pieces. So Null is going to be one of my first customs I should be getting here probably within a year or so. Customs do take a really long time sometimes to get done, just because you need to get so many backers to kind of start the project. But I'm really looking forward to this piece. So this statue should already be in its printed phase, which means it should be going to paint pretty soon. I know they had a couple QC issues with the statue when it was done being printed. I think they've already overcome those issues already. So it should be going to paint here pretty soon, and hopefully I'll get that statue within the next year or so. So the next custom we're going to be going over is Medieval Spawn. Now, out of all the statues that I spoke about today, this is probably my most anticipated piece. It's already in the painted phase, or it should be moving into the painted phase because it just got printed. And they're going to try to do some QC things and make sure everything is all good before they start painting it. But everything seems to be going pretty smooth on that project. And like I said, I am a huge Spawn fan. That pretty much started me, I think, in the statue game, collecting those toys or McFarlane toys when I was a kid. And I just love those toys. So now growing up, getting into higher end statues and having one of these Spawn statues is like a dream for me. So the last custom I'll be going over is Gunslinger Spawn. So Gunslinger Spawn is a really cool character, I think, too. And I think he's going to pair well next to Medieval Spawn. They were just two different eras of time when these two Spawn characters came out. And I think he's going to be an awesome addition to my collection. The base was cool. It had like the demons or the zombie demons come in from underneath the base, and he's just blowing one of their heads off. And then he's also got like a Spawn dog with him. So really cool story, really cool character, and I can't wait to add him to my collection. One more statue I forgot to mention was the Rotten Apple statue from Sideshow Collectables. I don't really get into those little tiny knick-knack statues or smaller statues and stuff like that, but I thought that was a pretty cool little apple. I never collected any of the other apples that they came out with, so I bought that one. That one's going to be coming in, I think, on Tuesday. So when I get that one in, I'll probably do like a 3 or 4 minute video on a little review about the apple, just because I think it's cool. So that wraps up my pre-order list of statues that I have on order so far. Let me know in the comment section below what you have on your pre-order list. I'm very interested to see what other collectors have in their collection as well. And if you like the content that you saw today, go ahead and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button with the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop our weekly content. Until next time, guys, I'll see you back here at the Collector's Table. Take care.